And this is a little secret for getting a better grip on your screwdriver bit. A piece of bicycle chain will do to secure a pipe firmly. You don't have a sander handy? No problem, you can easily make one yourself. It's suitable not only for working with wood, but also for sharpening knives. You have to be extremely careful with the wires. This is not the way to do it. We advise to fix the tip first, using a rivet. It's very easy to do it. Construction materials are always difficult to transport. This trick will help you not to scratch the car. It may take ages to wait for the windows to open in the car. We need to do something about it urgently. We suggest using penetrating oil. Check it out, that's another thing. Making a perfect joint can be tricky, but we know how to pull it off. Use this smart hack. You probably know that metal expands when it's heated, which is good for us. Let's use it to fit plastic pieces. We put all the little things for storage in the boxes and screw them together with ease. The lid has expanded and now closes perfectly. At times, building pliers or cloth pegs turns out to be necessary at work. Let's put a little effort and make the tools ourselves. Unfortunately, a regular screwdriver can't always be used in hard-to-reach places. And believe me, there are quite a few of those. We found a way out of the situation and came up with a prolonger for drill bits. Let's see it in action. Wow, it really does work when you can reach it. We made it. We can check another box. Work is always dirty on a construction site, so you should always have paper towels handy. But it's not so easy to get them. We came up with the best way to pack the paper. An extra light source is always good, but where do you get it if you're in the countryside? A small lamp is not difficult to make with a plastic bottle and a flashlight or a phone. It's true, you will need some dexterity and something to attach it. Strip the wires, insert a plug into the hole in the bottle lid and fix it properly. You can attach the other part. Of course, that's not all. What's missing is the main thing, the light source. Done. We connect a power bank. Elbow joints are a very good thing. It's good to know that they can be used not only for their direct purpose, but also as a holder for gardening tools. They're so convenient. By the way, gardening tools can be short-lived. Never mind, we'll find another use for it. First, let's get rid of everything unnecessary. Believe me, what you're about to see will surprise you a little, but you will definitely not see such an item of interior design anywhere. And it requires very little, a rake and a couple of pieces of wood. I hope the dog won't mind. Well, here are the finishing touches. It already looks very unusual. Doesn't it remind you of anything?
To help us line up these screws so that they sit flush, we can first drill a pilot hole. And now our screws will sit flush. To properly wrap Teflon tape, We'll first lay it almost vertically from bottom to top, then wrap downwards in a spiral motion. To make sure these cabinet hinges are installed properly, we'll first need to make a template. Using a piece of scrap wood, mark out the hinge and the holes. Push in 2 nails along the hinge line. Then mark out where the screws will go and drill the holes. Now we'll install the hinges. Everything lines up. We can make our own DIY garden auger for digging holes. We'll make 2 incisions on both sides of this diamond cutting wheel and attach it to the drill. Next, we'll make a brick texture roller. Start by cutting out foam rings and strips. Place them onto the roller brush and glue the strips on like so. Now we'll add some spackle to the wall and cover it with plastic wrap. Use the brush to roll out the brick texture. Sanding between gaps can be very tedious. We can add some duct tape to give the sandpaper some extra support. It's dangerous to use a planer or table saw without a push stick. We can make one using this paintbrush. Remove the bristles and cut out a notch in the handle. Now our fingers are safe. Let's add tape to the edge of our paint bucket. Keep our brush from dripping. This next project is making a rubber strap wrench. We want to drill a hole through this nut and then cut out notches on both sides. We'll insert the rubber strap like so, and then secure it with a bolt, tightening a nut on the other side. Now we can tighten the strap using the ratchet to loosen this oil filter. To fit these 2 pipes together, we can use a swaging drill bit. Using an angle grinder creates a lot of dust. A bit of double-sided tape will capture some of the dust and protect the shield. When finished, simply throw the tape away. Some screws just don't seem to want to hold on to the drill bit like we want them to. Luckily, we can use some double-sided tape once again to help us out. Add the tape to the drill bit and press the screw onto the tape. This knife is clearly dull. We can create a knife sharpening stand by drilling 2 holes into our stand and inserting the 2 stones. For our last project, we'll be creating an articulating arm that allows us to make straight marks across oddly shaped objects. We'll start by first drilling holes into each of the pieces of wood like so. Then we'll sand off the corners and edges of each piece. Next, we'll add bolts, washers, and nuts to each articulating joint and tighten. And the next piece will be screwed in perpendicularly. We'll screw in a smaller piece to the other end as well. Now we can mark straight lines, both on flat boards and even on the inside of this container.